Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Let's play some Ostranauts. And we were last attached to this big, very messed up ship with lots and lots and lots of trash and, electronic components and aluminum and things like that. And we grabbed some of that and we were getting ready to undock and head to I called it the silent minority. It's the silent majority. I guess it's easy enough to flip those two terms. And we're going to head over there and start to build that out just a little further, see where we end up. So we're going to undock and set our course. All right, moving away, and I think, yep, we're pretty close here, aren't we? Is it this one or is it the other one? That's the host soldier, so this will be the silent majority. All right, well, we're kind of heading in the right direction already. And once we're clear here, and that's right about now, we will go ahead and rotate and bring that into our direct bearing. Little too much. Wait it just a little long. Well, there we go. That's pretty good. And then, whoa, I think I hit 2 keys there instead of 1. So let's get that lined up again. Okay, and I did it again. Getting really good at that. Okay, that looks good. Make sure we're in the right spot. There we go. We're only a few minutes away from that ship to begin with. All right, that'll get us there nice and quick. Really not a whole lot to do on the current ship right now. We did pick up a whole lot of walls from that ship, and they were badly damaged, and that's the magic candle. And you know what? Maybe it's not a bad idea to remember that. Okay. Not sure what happened there. Let's see. No longer seated. Oh, do we have a mutiny occurring? Defies us. Okay. We'll need to check on their stats. Let's go ahead and get docked here first, though. But we'll check on their stats, make sure nothing silly's happening that I forgot about. And get ourselves slowed down a little bit. There's 50. That'll work. That is probably a proxy alarm for the other ship that is nearby. Here's hoping. Still a kilometer out here, though. I don't like getting that close before it actually docks. I don't love that. I'm also not sure what's happening up here. It doesn't look like we're spinning or anything, but we apparently, I would bet we're drifting some now. So let's take a look at this guy. Just a little, not a whole lot. 1/4 meter a second. All right. Well, let's not worry about that too much. Go ahead and get out here. Let's take a look at, okay, I'm decided to go to bed. Is it nap time? It might be. Nope. It is not. So let's jump over there and see what's going on with Emma. They are relaxed. They are tired. Well, we can accommodate that, I think. So it's 1400. Let's go ahead and get that set up. Have them sleep for a couple of hours. And usually it's not a bad idea to have them do something and then go put them to sleep. Getting comfortable, unconscious. There we go. That's what we want. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and go about our work in the meantime. So we have a helmet. We are at 81 battery and 72 oxygen, so we're in good shape there. Let's come out here and take a look and see what we might want to do. These doors are working. Let's see what we got on this battery. We should be in good shape, and we are. I don't think the batteries and things like that get used while you're away, and that would make some sense, right? We'd kind of hope for that. This is going to be our bridge. The overall idea is we might use like a service. I think what I was thinking was like a service tunnel here, build the ship down this way a little more and have cargo over here and then kind of living space in this area. We're otherwise not in horrible shape here. In fact, I don't remember if we looked at the nav system. Looks like it's working. So that's all good. Let's see what else. We have a light in here. We could use some more lights. That's probably always the case, though. We do need a helmet still because there's no atmosphere, because we don't have walls everywhere yet, nor do we have any kind of environmental. So that's kind of the stuff we'll want to start getting under control. And I think we want to start by putting in more flooring. Just trying to decide how that's going to look. I think there will be a wall here. Yeah, I think that makes some sense. But either way, we have to put in floor. So let's go ahead and get started on that. And I'm kind of past worrying about what kind of floor is going in. I'm just going to put in floor. So I'm going to start like this to give me some time to think about what I want to do up there. Get that started. Looks like he has some on him already. And what I want to do, yeah, I thought this would happen. So he's going to have to go get more floor. I'm going to follow him to where he gets it. Okay, so he's pulling it off of here. Let's grab that dolly. Yeah, it's probably in this bag. That's probably conduit, actually. Is there also flooring? Slow down, Chad. There we go. We have walls. Do we have floor? We have only a couple of pieces of floor. Okay, so there's boxes of floor over here, though. Maybe this is one of them. Maybe it's these. I don't remember exactly. We are not suffering for floor. Yeah, that looks like that's all floor. So I'm going to throw those pieces in there, and we're going to pick that up. We're going to carry it with us over to here. That way, it is close to where we are. We don't have to go running off every time we want more flooring. So let's set that down. Okay. And then back to work. And while he's doing that, I'll expand this out some. There's no real reason I'm doing these in groups of 5. I guess each stack is 5, so that might be one reason to do it. I know I've used 10 stacks now is what that would mean. And 10 stacks is one more than what one of these can hold. They can hold 45 floors, but if you have backpacks in it, backpacks can hold more flooring, and that's how you kind of double dip in your storage. All right, we're just going to let him rip. And he probably isn't the worst idea to go ahead and start repairing that once he's done. Obviously, once Emma is no longer sleeping, we'll be able to double our firepower here. I don't know what would happen if we do the like the super fast forward at this point when we have tasks pending. I don't know if we'd come back and they'd all be done or what. Maybe that's something to try here. Might be a fun diversion. Let's see where he's... Is he already out of flooring from this box? I hope not. Okay, I feel like he's working very slowly. So let's take a quick look here. Drill is charged. Lance, the laser torch is charged. So I wanted to make sure he wasn't using like a manual screwdriver or something. So that's good. I don't know. Looks like he should be kind of cruising along there. So walls in that. So we're going to include, this is going to be kind of primarily cargo, and I wanted engineering over here. The idea being you have more space to move cargo in the wider hallway. The battery is here temporarily. It was really the intent. This hallway would allow you to come this way to engineering, this way to cargo, and then the bridge is off the cargo side though, and I'm not sure why I decided to do that. I think it would make more sense to probably be back here. That might be something we'll do in the near future. And yeah, the floor is becoming a hodgepodge of different floor pieces, but that's okay. If we were going to keep the ship, I'd probably want to make it look, you know, kind of uniform and nice like this one mostly is. You'll notice there are a few spots where I've got weird floor here. I've got these here. I don't remember why. I think maybe, yeah, I think the wall used to be here and I moved it. Could probably go back and look, but I think there was a reason I had used those where I did. I think there's a couple of other spots in here where there's probably something a little different. This used to be the extent of the thruster room, so the floor was all this way. And I think I had intended to do like the zigzag pattern by rotating every other one, and I messed up how I did that when I was laying the floor, so that didn't happen. Kind of like this, yeah. Anyway. Another time. Okay, so he's on to repairing this, which is probably not the worst thing. Guess we'll put in wall here. Yeah, I think I will change the bridge. I'm gonna move this door to here. And let's see what that's gonna take. So it's kind of, I don't love just, you know, moving the stuff around for no real reason. That's a little silly, but so the door is 5 wide, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to need to probably leave that corner there. We'll do this. That's not wall. That is equipment that will need to be uninstalled. There it is. And he's just ready to go. Look at that. So a couple of things about the game that would, in my mind, make it a little nicer is if this could be a little smaller instead of taking up half the screen. I would love to just have this like down here and be able to build off of it. That would be really super simple. I'm not aware of a way to get it to do that. Maybe there's something in the works. Maybe there's something already here. I don't know. But overall, that feels like that would be a really nice way, particularly since there's not a whole lot on this particular screen, you know, for setting up orders of things to remove. Okay, it looks like he's out of work to do, or I hit something there, but nonetheless. Did he get the door? Is the door out? Doesn't look like the door's out yet. So I must have clicked something there, which does happen sometimes, right? So the door is closed. We're going to uninstall the door. Okay, and now that that's out, let's just do this. We're going to move that there, and we're going to tell it to put wall in here. So install wall, and it should just pick up these pieces that are right here. That would be the hope. There should be 4 of those. So we'll do that. Auto task. And there he goes. Good. It's interesting to me that he kind of like does things in pairs like that. He did 2 and then he did 2 more. I'm not sure what the intentional logic is there, or that there's a reason to do it that way other than just optimization maybe. Let's get rid of that. Let's have him come over and he's going to cancel his action. He's going to install a door right there. And we're starting to get the mixed up wall as well. That's okay. I think, if you're a space salvager, you're probably completely used to having, the left front fender being, blue on your Dodge, and the right rear fender being red, or, something like that, where it's just completely mismatched. I would think that probably becomes the norm at some point when parts are way too expensive to fabricate. And so the uniformity of a ship would probably represent wealth or military or something like that would be my thought. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to extend a wall here. We'll put a wall here. This will end up being cargo. We'll make some engineering over here. We might need to go out just a little. I'm not quite sure, but let's see how that plays out here. Now let's see how much floor we have first. Should have tons and tons of floor still. And it looks like we probably, we got tons and tons of floor. So let's go ahead and add what we feel that we're going to need over here right now. Everything feels like it's just taken a tick longer than I would think. And I think that goes over to here. If I overextend it, that will be okay. There's going to be other things to do. So, yeah, we'll build like that. Okay. Get started. So he'll start laying all that floor in there. She's been sleeping for 40 minutes. That's not going to be enough to make her untired. Oh, actually, she is now rested. So maybe we do wake her up, feed her, and have her get over here and help out. She's got a helmet on her. She is on sleep schedule. I'm going to go ahead and let her run her sleep schedule till 3, but we'll turn it off at that. So that would be 3 p.m., 1,500 hours. So another 20 minutes, we'll let her sleep, and then have her come in and start helping with repairs and stuff like that. We'll pick up the pace here a little bit. Hope he just gets it done. I'm still on Emma, aren't I? So he is not hungry or anything. He's in pretty good shape. He's a little tired. Ready for sleep after being awake all day. Yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and have them both sleep for a little bit, and then we'll come back in the next episode with them refreshed and ready to go. So let's let him finish this wall section here. Floor section here. Now he's on to repairs, so we're going to slow him down. Bring him into the ship here. You know what? I do want to make sure the reactor's running. I don't want to burn through battery too much. Let's see what we got. We are fine on battery, actually, so I'm not going to worry about it. And is this... that switch we do want to toggle. That's our emergency reserve. We want it turned off. So these should be in reasonably good charge. Well, it looks like the reactor is running. I wasn't 100% sure it was running. The fact that all the batteries are at 100% says it is. I don't hear it. Usually when you get kind of closer to it, you'll start hearing it. There it is. It is up and running. So, okay, we don't need to worry about that. Take the helmet off and let's go take a nap. Now, I'm going to have him unload his stuff so that he sleeps comfortably, but we'll give him a couple hours of sleep and then get back in the next episode and get cracking on finishing this ship up and seeing what we get for it when we decide to sell it. Thanks for joining me this time, and until next time, fair travels.